Hello and welcome to this video series in which we will be looking into various features of nested flow automation tool. This is fourth video in the series. In this session we will look into how to create web objects. There are three different ways in which you can create web objects and associated actions. I will be using this URL for the demo. The first methodology is legacy object spy. Second one is AI based object spy, which we have already seen in our previous demo sessions. Third one is custom objects. We will use all three of them in this demo. Let me copy this URL. I will open the web object spy. I will enter this URL and click on this open button. The default browser will be Edge. Let us capture the objects for login using legacy methodology. That is the legacy object spy. This circle I have to drop on the object I want. First I will choose sign in object here. That object will be captured. The tool knows that it is a link. By default it is providing click operation. You can choose different operation if needed. I will perform this action. It will come to login form. Next, I have to choose this username text field. By default, tool identifies that it is a text. I will give the default user. You can see that as and when the actions are simulated, those are recorded also here. Next, I will capture the password field. I will enter the password and finally I will capture the login button and then I will click on that. Now login operation is complete. Now if you see this, the objects are identified using XPath. First we clicked on that sign in button. So this has href as sign on form and it is a link. We are using relative or absolute XPaths. By default it is relative XPaths. So this is traditional way in which we can capture the object and perform the web operations. Now you saw that every object is not using any AI here. It is only using XPath. That is the most traditional way of performing a web automation. Next phase we will use custom object. Let me create a custom object for this dogs link. I will try to identify this. I would see this as a link href categories dogs. There are two links. I will choose the first one. So this is the XPath for the docs link, which is on the left hand side. You can see that the object is correctly identified in the inspect option on the web page. Now let me create a custom object. So this is the custom object. I am creating an XPath, and this is the XPath. I want to perform click option. So the dogs action is chosen. Now to perform the selection of K9RT02, let me use the AI based object spy. Let me inspect that and then perform click on that and return the action. You can see that our web script now has legacy web object, a custom object, and an AI based object. Let me return this. Now the difference between a custom object which says subtype as XPath and the AI based object which always says subtype as AI. So I think that is self explanatory, the difference between the two. We are using the same component though. Now let me join this to the stop. This is our web script which is using all three kind of web objects. Thank you for joining this session.